So as you're getting settled, as you're getting relaxed, just kind of let your entire being relax. And if you hear thoughts, or if you feel thoughts, because we know that we can use our thoughts to relax, and we can also use them to tense up. And sometimes it's necessary to tense up. But when we learn how to relax, that could be our more predominant state of being, because most of us are so stressed out that we don't know how to relax. And so as you're relaxed, slow your breathing down. Just allow your breathing to go deeper and slower than you normally do. And as you're sitting down, as you're breathing deeper, as you're letting the thoughts in your head just do whatever they're going to do, just release them. Your thoughts can make all the noise they want. There's no wrong way to do this. And so as you're here, just consider your very body, your personality, every single thing about you, about your body, about your personality. It is all connected. But most of us don't feel like we're all connected. And that is the only illusion between vibrant health and dis-ease. Feeling so happy to be alive, or you feel so burnt out that you don't want to get up. And you're outside, you want to just totally be immersed in nature or exercise or move in your body. But if you don't want to do that because you feel stuck or your body's in pain, the great thing is that we are at all times in complete connection to this energy that's causing our heart to beat. It's allowing all these systems of our body to work together. And because we are connected to all of that, we have a front row seat to observe everything that's happening in our bodies, around us. And when our personality feels like it's caging itself up, or it's resisting certain people, places, or things, or if we get hurt at some time in our past as children, We have all been on such a profound journey since we were conceived to everything that has brought us together right here. And again, who you are, your sense of self is totally connected and in tune with this miracle of life that has brought you here with all of us tonight. And that is getting your attention. We are literally this miracle, this invisible, innate intelligence. It's causing the heart to beat, causes our food to digest. It regulates our breathing. And every time we think or move, a flurry of neurons, of electromagnetic, almost like lightning. When we think about something and put that thought into action, it's almost like a thunderstorm filled with lightning in us. And the more that we become aware of that, the more we are involved in the inner workings of our life, of our bodies. And talk about a blessing. Talk about a reason to be alive. You don't need to find it because you already are it. And not only are you already it, but you literally have your finger on the pulse of what this incredibly intelligent force of nature that allows you to be here is. Your finger is on the pulse. Your whole being is the pulse. And with all of that in mind, or in feeling, put that little smile, an inner smile where just turn the tips of your mouth up a little bit. There's lots of Buddha statues where it shows this little inner smile. And the reason why the smile is so incredible is that when you choose to smile, it immediately changes your body chemistry. And this isn't faking it or trying to make yourself feel good when you don't. This isn't that. This is you exercising your right to be in tune with your own life force, with the part of you that's causing your heart to beat. And of course, we're in a world where everybody appears to be focusing on everything but their soul, their life force. That's okay. It's just what's happening. And we recognize that we have a choice of where we want to focus our attention. And that choice to put on that inner smile and whatever it feels like to you, happiness, joy, gratitude. Maybe there's no word to describe what it feels like. But when you put that smile on your face, you can feel the effect of it in your heart. You can feel the effect of it in your head. And the more that you entrain your sense of awareness to this pulse of life that's causing the heart to beat, the more you get better at doing this. And the more you get better at doing this, the better able you become at sustaining it. And if you keep practicing, even if it's only just a little bit of really committed focus for 5 or 10 minutes each day, if you commit to that every day for a month, you're going to find that you naturally want to be in an elevated state of being rather than stressed out. And so we're kind of going against the flow of collective human consciousness where most everybody is disconnected from reality, including their own. And it seems like an uphill task because, again, as we said and acknowledged before, most people aren't paying attention to what they are, this life force. And so, of course, those who do are going to feel a little bit of resistance. But the more you practice, the more you're able to transcend the projections of our fellow species. And when we're able to transcend that, we get in tune, in a flow state with nature, with her environment beneath us, around us, over us. And she's a lot bigger and a lot more powerful than we've been trained to give her credit for. So people think about the earth as a resource, a thing to mine and drill and blast and use and tie her up with fences and chains and all this stuff that we do But instead of looking at her as a resource, with a little bit of practice, we can recognize that she is a source, not a resource, a source first and foremost. And when we are in harmony with our bodies, with the pulse of our heartbeat, we get good at that. Then we're able to feel her pulse, her coherent energy field. The ground beneath our feet and the atmosphere all around it is dynamic. It consists of so many different polarities of frequency, of energy exchange, and most miss it. And it's only because they didn't know that they can get in tune and get her support, to get the support of the planets, which is why they call it astrology. But we literally have the actual magnetic bioelectric support of something so much greater than the idiocy of men and their patriarchy and their small mindedness. That system's on its way out. And as you think about that, let yourself feel that smile. We are going out with the old and coming back in with the new. And that's great. It's much needed. And we are the ones that are we're helping everybody and everything, even if they don't see it or feel it or know it. We don't care. We don't need to be acknowledged by others around us. So as you're relaxed in your body, you're totally slowing down your breathing. You're breathing deeper and more relaxed than you normally do. And you have that little smile that you feel in your heart, and that with each beat of your heart, that feeling is sending and receiving waves of information, kind of like an antenna, but it's organic and it's way more intelligent than artificial anything. And as you sit here relaxed, breathing gently, feeling that inner smile that's sending pulses of energy out from your heart throughout every tissue of your body. These are things that make you smile. these are things that when you acknowledge, how can you not feel uplifted? And so, with all of that in mind, what do you think it would sound like to be listening to everything we just described and focused on? We're talking Earth, her ecosystems, her environment, trees, leaves, sand, rock, wind, sunlight. What would all of that sound like combined? And if you can't hear it, then just gently inquire internally and allow yourself to open up to the possibility of what all of this might sound like all these giant elements, if they were all squished together in one, it would probably make a noticeable amount of sound or noise. And for those who do hear all of this noise, the inner ear, what does that sound like? And more importantly, when you listen to it, what does that sound feel like? Because if you can hear the sound, the buzzing, the crickets, the cicadas, birds, giant, deep bass celestial objects spinning all around us, it's all making sound. And we are always connected to it. And what would that sound feel like? And for those who already do hear it, what would it sound and feel like if this sound in your ear is being broadcasted throughout every cell of your body by your heartbeat, while you have that little smile on your face, while your body's totally relaxed, and you begin to feel in awe of this marvel, of this force of nature that we all are, and that everything is, and that the source of all of it is you. It is inside you, It is all around you. It simply is you. It's something to feel pretty optimistic about. And for those who do hear it, notice the fluctuations of it. It's not just one constant buzzing sound. It could be on one level, but the more you listen to it by feeling it in you, the more that sound unlocks different vibratory signatures that reveal and respond to multi layers and dimensions of reality. That even if it seems like we're disconnected from it, that's the illusion. We all are at all times in complete connection to the source of this consciousness in us. And this sound, it is your soul. It is your life force. And if you choose, you can listen and only keeping your attention inside of you. And of course, with practice, it's easy to start to hear the heartbeat. And that's why we always recommend getting a stethoscope. Because when you can hear your heartbeat, you almost automatically feel it. And that has its own noise. And then, of course, there's all different systems of the body. And they all have their own unique sounds and frequencies. And the more you get at peace with yourself, the more you celebrate the moment with that little inner smile, the more all of these different sounds become self-evident. They've always been right there. Now we're just choosing to be open to them. So feel your heartbeat if you can. And if you can feel it, see if you can hear it in you. Bum, 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 bum. Listen to the physical action of it and feel it through its vibration. Because the more you practice listening, more your ability to sense it as vibration. It just naturally starts to happen. And to make a practice of this, to begin to train yourself to listen and feel what is already there. The more the vibratory frequency of your body starts to increase. And this is such an important health benefit because the amount of Wi-Fi and artificial radio wave signatures, towers, phones, it's all creating energy, frequency, and sound, but it's off balance. And the sound in us is balanced. And the more we feel it and listen to it, the stronger it gets. The more resilient you become. And the better you are able to adapt to all this artificial stuff. Because again, even though it seems like these artificial waves are everywhere, compared to who has our back under our feet, Earth. And she has the support of all these other celestial bodies. And all of this is at all times supporting you. And so the realm of all of this artificial whatever, it's like a speck of sand in all the beaches of the world. Of course, if you don't know that, it's quite easy to get stuck in it because we kind of already are. But these other frequencies that are organic, the more you can hear and feel that through these systems of your body, the more this internal energy is amplified. And through this sound, you can feel every part of your system. Because just as you feel your heartbeat, you can begin to feel your pulse anywhere in your body. And when you feel your pulse in a place that needs love or attention, part of your body that's in pain, when you feel your pulse in that area, and you have that inner smile that's elevating your entire frequency, suddenly that pain starts to get your love. Of course, you love your being. And if you don't, you can learn how to do it pretty quickly because it is all already there. So before we come into a more waking state, just notice how it feels to know that you are a miracle of nature, an organic instrument of quantum proportions with no limits aside from the ones we create for ourselves or that we allow the world to create for us. Let your awareness open up, and through the beat of your heart, that feeling of the inner smile, the feeling of knowing that all these incredible systems of your body know exactly what to do, even if you don't. And by listening to them, you get to know them, just like any relationship. And the more you tune in to your love and what that love is in relationship to your body and all these systems that are actually always working together for the greater good of you, of your personality, the limits you have created can dissolve so quick. Totally your choice. So I'd suggest making a habit of getting quiet. If you live in a city or somewhere that's noisy and loud, get some earplugs, put them in, and just listen to your body. Get a stethoscope so that way you can hear your heartbeat. And when you hear it, you feel it, and vice versa. And we actually have stethoscopes that are really cheap, $10. So make that self inquiry. Ask your own being to help you listen to it. Acknowledge that the pulse of life, of what is causing your heart to beat, that is incredible. That is so far beyond almost anything we could ever be conscious of, and we are that. It's already right there. We just have to choose how much we value and prioritize this relationship. and try to stay in this state as much as you can. And you don't have to be drifting off to sleep. But as we end this, make a little commitment to see how long you can keep your body rested, which is to be open, to be aware of your breathing, that's slower and a little deeper, and to keep that little inner smile on your face and feel it in your heart. If you only do those three things and you keep doing them, and then if you get stressed out and something happens, you simply remember that you can do these three different things, and suddenly your power comes back. This is so within each and every one of our realms to make this choice, to practice, and to become so incredibly good at it. And so when you're ready, put your hands together vigorously, create heat. And when your hands are nice and warm, put the palms of your hands over your eyes and try to make complete dark. And without even opening your eyes in the dark, see or sense or feel if there's something there that you can be aware of with other senses that you don't use as often. And if you want to stay in this same kind of deeper state, you can do this meditation over and over. Most of them don't have expiration dates. And please like, love, share, care, all of it. And know that Greg and I are right here, just like we have been for almost 2 years. And we love being here. That's why we do it.